Good morning, gasaholics. I'm Hot Rod Bob, and you've got gas, a morning edition, although you may be listening to this in the evening. Thanks for tuning in. We're talking about compact cars in the last segment. We talked about the Ford Falcon. Chrysler had an excellent product as well. Initially, it was the Plymouth Valiant. Now, the Plymouth Valiant came out in 1959. October, it was introduced to the motoring public, for some reason, in Great Britain. Don't know why, but that was where it was introduced. Now, it was to compete against the Ford Falcon. And the irony of that is initially, Falcon was going to be the name of the Plymouth Valiant. Henry Ford and Chrysler, well, kind of friendly rivalry. Henry II wanted to use the name Falcon, and Exner and Chrysler relinquished and allowed him to use that. They changed the name of the compact car to Valiant. It had a sister car for the Dodge dealers called the Lancer, not the Dodge Dart. The Dodge Dart was a full-size vehicle. So the Plymouth Valiant came out in 1959 as a compact. General Motors was coming out with the Corvair. Ford came out with the Ford Falcon. Chrysler knew the writing on the wall. They saw the Rambler gaining in popularity with its small car. The Volkswagen Beetle started getting a following even in the 50s when it came into the country. And, well, there was just a need for a low-priced, entry-level vehicle that wasn't a big, huge gas guzzler. The base engine on the Plymouth Valiant was a 170 cubic inch six-cylinder, their famous slant six. It replaced the vulnerable flathead that Chrysler used through 1959. There was a 225 cubic inch version as well. And as things came along, Chrysler even had a high-performance version of the 225 and an aluminum block. Yes, they did. A 4-barrel carburetor, cast iron headers, a little bit higher lift cam, and more compression. It was called the Hyper Pack, and that was a factory option. You could get 225 horsepower out of 225 cubic inches, and that slant six became a monster. Now, compare that to the 273 V8 that came out just 4 years later. It had the same horsepower. Imagine that. I had one of those. They were cool. Anyway, the Plymouth Valiant, initially sold at Chrysler dealers, became the mainstay for the Plymouth dealership, and it was the most profitable, highest-selling vehicle they had, keeping the Plymouth division solvent for many years. Now, the Plymouth Valiant was bigger on the inside than the Ford Falcon. It had more legroom than the Ford Falcon. It dwarfed the Corvair, and it was more progressive new styling than the round Rambler. So Plymouth was the leader in styling, kind of technology. That slant six was really advanced for the time. Horsepower, definitely. They were the first ones into the performance era of six cylinders and so forth back in the day. Plymouth Valiant became the Duster later on in life, but went away as, for some reason, Chrysler started putting emphasis on Dodge rather than Plymouth, even though Plymouth had the better reputation for performance, economy, and cost of ownership. Hi, well, this is the Motoring Minute from GAAS, the Great American Auto Scene. Since 1990, your source for automotive information, a little bit of humor from time to time, and just plain car knowledge. I thank you for tuning in. And let's see, David Wyckoff chiming in. They put a real slant on the line. Yes, they did. And Bobby Z, photographer extraordinaire out of the beach area, Huntington Beach area, is in watching us. Thank you for tuning in. Again, I'm Hot Rod Bob. You've got gas, the Great American Auto Scene, since 1990, and we're still going strong. From the Kaleidoscope Radio Network to Speed Scene Live TV, and now right here on Facebook and all the popular podcast sites. Take care, folks. I've got to head out. We're racing at Irwindale Drag Strip tonight. Hope to see you there. And back again on GAAS. Don't forget, this weekend, a big weekend, the California Hot Rod Reunion in Bakersfield at Formosa Raceway. Be there. I will. Take care. Have a great day.